Hello, it's Friday. Hi everybody, how's it going? I have something in my eye. Right as I click go, I feel something in my eye, of course. Hi, hello. How did you like the video? If you watched the video premiere with me, what did you think? Did you like it? Do you like my new bolero cardigan shrug thing? Hi, look at all those chicken eggs. Aren't they, yeah, that was cool, right? Vicky, hi, by the way. Vicky gassing me up before the stream. Hey, Mandala. Hey, Karen. If you watched the video that just came out, it just finished. It was for this cardigan that I'm wearing, this sort of cropped. It ended up being less cropped than I thought, but it's cropped in the back. And then because the front has such a bagginess to it, even though the body piece is technically like that, it hangs down super cozy. Oh, I love it. I'm super into it. So I didn't watch it yet because I was babysitting and afterwards took a shower. That's all right, Galactic. Watch it later though, it's a good one, I think. So I have a couple of things that I wanted to do today, and I figured we could do it together because I was feeling jazzed after that premiere. So I want to start mending my socks. I'm gonna do a video. Hey Louisa, I'm gonna do a video probably for March. In March, one of the weeks of March, I'm gonna do a video of mending socks is my plan anyway. So I've been practicing and I've got a whole bunch of socks that I'm gonna practice on, and then I have a few that I'm going to do for a tutorial. But I have another thing that I'm kind of like humming and hawing over, and that is St. Patrick's Day. I literally just had a huge brain fart. Hey there, DK. So, St. Patrick's Day. Do I do a crochet thing for St. Patrick's Day? Do I do a green dyed yarn for St. Patrick's Day? Do I do just something that's green, like a crocheted green item that isn't specifically St. Patrick's Day, but is green, therefore I can put it out that week and fit it into the like vibe of the internet? I don't know. So what do you guys think, and what should I do? I'm gonna show you. I do have some green yarn. I have some green cotton. So I have green cotton, the pearlized sort of, oh shoot, what is this one? It's a pearlized one, so it's like, it's mercerized. Green dyed yarn would be nice. And then I've got a cotton, like softer cotton. And then I do have wool as well. I have this green wool, bright green wool that Sadie sent me, and this super cute gold fingering weight chain link viscose yarn. So I thought I could do something green and gold, and that could be St. Patrick's Day-ish, but I don't know what. Like, what would I want to wear that's bright green, you know? Like, I feel like I'll have to figure out a way to make it work, because like really bright green, I don't know that I could have a whole sweater, you know? Something with a leprechaun or a four-leaf clover maybe. Maybe a four-leaf clover, but I don't necessarily want it to be like, you know, like a rainbow, a pot of gold, and a leprechaun. Like, I don't want it to be like straight up St. Patrick's Day. I kind of want to incorporate St. Patrick's Day, not more subtly necessarily, just more versatilely. Like if you didn't want a leprechaun sweater but you wanted a green sweater, you know what I mean? Hey Dave, good afternoon. Can you do an oxalis type applique? That's not a bad idea. A set of green coasters. Again, like, sure. I'm thinking more like something that I will use though. Like I only need like one set of coasters and I already have a million. Hey Donka, thank you very much. I like it too. Dave, I'm doing great, thank you. I don't know why when I start live streaming I start yawning. I apologize. Rebecca, a headband. Yeah. Oh, I also have something else to show you guys while you're thinking about that. I got my photos printed. I got them back in the mail and I want to show you them because they're really nice photos. Okay, ready? There's Alex with CJ. Isn't that cute? I know it's there. So there's that one. And then this one. There. I'm trying to show it. It looks better somehow. I look like I'm scowling, but really I'm not. But anyway, there's CJ and Thunder and me. So I got them printed. Now I just need to get some frames and then we're gonna hang them up, which will be nice. I think we'll put them up somewhere that we're like walking by all the time, like in the hallway or something, so that we see him all the time. And yeah, they're nice. They printed out really well. They worked well. So that happened. Also, I started, way too cute. Did you print copies for us? Lol. Right? I should, I'll put prints on my Etsy shop. Lol. No, but I did start mending. I did start. So I did one of Alex's socks. And I know it's just like a sock, but I'm doing it because it's fun and because why should I throw out socks that are mostly good if I can fix them, right? So yeah, I'm gonna do them like this with sock weight wool because it's going to like felt and then turn into a sock basically. Good job, Galactic. But I'm pretty much going to be doing that sort of mending on all of the socks that I have. It's either the heel or the toe. I have a couple of my socks too. Most of them are Alex's socks because for some reason he like eats through socks, but I do have a few of them with little holes like that. So I am gonna try and fix those. I want to make that part of March though. I'm gonna do a couple now just to practice, but I'm gonna do a couple on a tutorial in March because I think that will be fun and useful and not too difficult to film. Sorry, I'm getting my yarn needle. I'd love to see a sock mending tutorial. Economical, totally. And also like these socks are like my favorite. They're super fluffy. And I usually get them, like a pair of them for Christmas. And I didn't get a pair this year. So I usually like replace, this is like, I usually replace my socks, these fluffy ones, pretty much every year. And this year I didn't get any of these socks because we didn't really do Christmas this year, right? Because of the whole, you know, the world being on fire. We didn't do it the same way that we normally do. So I have the same ones, and instead of replacing them this year, I'm gonna just fix them. I'm gonna put a kettle on, sit comfy and learn. Totally, right? Also, yeah, it's like calming. But I like, oh, I also like how it looks. Just watching a new sweater recipe. Thanks, AJ. What do you think of it so far? I'm not even tired, I gotta let you know. I had like a really good sleep last night. I woke up in a good mood. As soon as I start sitting down, hanging out with you guys and talking, the yawning begins. Maybe I forget to breathe. So that's me like breathing. Anywho, so today I'm not doing the tutorial part. I'm just gonna be doing this for, like, again, practice. What else did I want to, oh yeah, adding to my list of makes, right? Would that work with regular thread? In theory, yes, but it would take so much time because of how thin regular thread is. I used to use embroidery floss, but when I switched to this sock yarn and I did a few socks with it, it really did like mesh well with the sock. So I don't know. Yes, I'm sure you could do it with regular thread, but unless it's like a teeny tiny hole, it would take like a lot of time just because of how thin the thread is. And basically you're doing a bunch of running stitches, but then you're crossing them over each other, like weaving over the holes. So imagine that with like a thin, super thin piece of thread. It's gonna be a lot more time consuming. Vicky, we're just that bored. I didn't know how much I'm going to run. Oh, you're cross country. Just Deborah. Hello all. Hey Deborah. How's it going? And AJ, when you do make it, I want to see a photo because I love seeing pictures of when you guys make the things from my videos. It makes me feel some kind of way. So, okay, so back to the green yarn predicament. I think I want to do a garment because I've been enjoying making garments. The garments that I was looking at, like that would work for the whole, don't you have a whole mending egg? I do. This is way too big of a hole for that, unfortunately. The mending egg is perfect for like a little hole in the toe or something. It's perfect for that. But when the hole is gigantic, like this hole is like bigger than the whole egg. So that one wouldn't work for that. But yes, that's why I want to do the tutorial. Got a shipment of fat quarters to make bags. Ooh, that's exciting. So for the green yarn, I want to do something with the green yarn because when else am I going to use a bunch of green yarn, honestly? It's just like, unless I'm making something rainbow, I suppose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sorry, Alex just brought me tea. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I want to make a green garment, but the ones I was thinking of were the shrug with pockets, a pocket shawl, or like a short sleeve but wide sleeve cardigan. Like a short sleeve t-shirt cardigan, but the sleeves are super wide, so it kind of hangs like, I don't know how I would explain that, ripply? Does that make sense? Like, what kind of vibe do you think the next garment should be? Because I have an extra week to work on it because next week's video is already nearly complete. I just have to film like outro footage and decide if I want to do a voiceover. So, I mean, maybe I'm underestimating the amount of work I have left, but I think that means I have more time to film new stuff. Do you love Alex or just love tea? I love Alex and I love tea. Alex is the tea of my life. If tea were a person, it would be Alex. Warm and soothing and motivating, because tea has caffeine a little bit. Perfect for every occasion. Hey Sarah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Nope, still good morning. Good morning. Yes, I know that about a tennis ball. I do not have a tennis ball. I don't have a reason to have a tennis ball at this point. I know that a lot of people would just have one, but Thunder is so small and he's a dog. He's the only reason we would have a tennis ball, like our dog, because I don't play tennis or anything. So it's just not something I have. Yes, I know I could get one, but I didn't plan ahead of time. I just, oh no, I thought I would just got so excited. You can use a light bulb too, and I just opened a pack of light bulbs, but I put them in the light. Creative answer, love it. Thank you very much. So, so yeah, what kind of garment are you thinking? It's on brand to marry a tea bringer. It's actually, it's for my brand. It's advertising. Why am I not sponsored by a tea brand, honestly? Like, a yarn company and a tea brand need to get on this for some collabs before I hit the big time. That was said with, I don't know if sarcasm's the right word. It was more with like self-deprecation, sarcasm. Anywho, tell me what you want for the next garment. I know I said tell me what you want for St. Patrick's Day, but I lied. I want to make a garment. I don't want any, like I don't want to do coasters or like a bag. I mean, maybe a bag. But what do you want me to make that's a garment? A garment can be an accessory, but not a little accessory. I want to do like if it's an accessory, it would be like a pocket shawl. Or is that what it's called? I feel like that's what it's called, but honestly, my brain is saying that that's the wrong name. Hey Jessica, pocket shawl, is that the right thing? It's a shawl with pockets. Is that the correct name though? Or am I just, like, my brain is like giving me a warning, like I've said the wrong name, but I feel like pocket shawl is the right name. I'm having an internal argument with my internal monologue is arguing. I think with all the greens, the pocket shawl might be a nice way to show off the gradient. Okay. What do you think about mixing fibers? So I have wool and I have cotton, and I was thinking, like, normally I would say, like, don't do it, right? But I don't know. Yes, right name. Okay, cool, thank you. Jessica working on a baby blanket. Oh, fun. Whose baby? I wish somebody in my freaking life would have a baby already. I'm ready. I'm emotionally prepared to be the best aunt ever. I started crocheting amigurumis last week and I'm almost done with my first one. Cool, Galactic. Okay, that actually, I don't know why it reminded me, but it reminded me of another thing I was thinking. I could do granny square something. Like, I could also use them with granny squares. I don't know, I was looking online and seeing all the different granny square options and I was like, I just want to make more granny square sweaters. Don't do it for a garment. I'd be so nervous every time it goes to wash. See, that's what I'm worried about, right? A friend, it's her first, and the blanket is camouflage. Aw, that's so fun. First baby. So scary, but exciting. I mean, scary to me. Maybe to her it's not as scary, but I'm sure it's scary to anybody having their first child. Right? Anyway, it doesn't really, it's neither here nor there. Okay. Shawl, pocket shawl or an open front vest? Thank you, Nancy. Pocket shawl or an open front vest? So one of the ones that I was thinking with the open front sort of thing, like a pocket shawl, imagine a pocket shawl but basically shorter and with sort of a like basically an open front t-shirt cardigan, not quite a vest. What do you think of that? Or do you want an actual like a lady's open front vest? I'm thinking like, because like a men's vest to me is like a closed sweater vest. What are you thinking when you mean open front vest? It's hard working with the dark colors, going from light to dark. I'm sorry, but it'll be worth it. It'll be so pretty. I was my mom's first child. Oh, fun. She had her second last year. I was the third. I was the third out of 4. The second middle child. Really though, I was kind of like the middle child because my sister, like my brother, had like a completely different version of growing up. You know what I mean? Like, of course he had the same upbringing, but like boys, he just got a different upbringing than the girls because he was a boy. And so it's like my sister, my older sister was like the oldest, and then I was the middle, and then my little sister was the youngest, and my brother was like a whole separate magical creature who was allowed to stay out later. Didn't get any flack for going to parties. I'm team anti-vest, unless it has A, huge pockets, or B, a billion tiny egg-sized pockets. An egg vest. Instead of an egg apron, an egg vest. Yes, a waistcoat. A waistcoat. A shirt waist. A waistcoat. I am so fancy. Sorry. I'll just apologize right away. I need to take a sip of my tea. This is such a wide weave. It's like eyelash fabric. That's what it's, or eyelash yarn. It's like a machine knitted eyelash yarn sock, but only one side of the thing is eyelash yarn. I don't know how they did it. So it's fluffy on the inside, but on the outside it looks like a regular knit, but it's somehow so loosely knitted together, which is why it wears out in a year. It's like it's fluffy, but it's not strong at all. So if you walk on a floor with it, like, I don't know what they thought we were going to be doing with these socks. They're not meant for wear. They're like meant to just sit on the couch with and then take off when you get off the couch and then put your slippers on and do your walking, and then when you come sit back down, put these on. That's what it seems like the manufacturers thought. Or that they would just be worn once, because even after they're washed the first time, they're already not the same. But I love them. Have you seen the crochet outfits for chickens? It's like a vest. I actually found the one that I made. Yes, I have seen those. Aren't they so cute? So silly. I just don't know if it's a good idea though. Is it just for funny? Or do they actually let their chickens like sit, like are the chickens allowed to be alone wearing those vests? Because my chickens are stupid and I'm pretty sure that if I left a sweater on them, they would die. They would just find a way to die. Pretty sure. And supposed to be the students. Oh, cool. That's okay, Mandela. Welcome back. I feel like it was fluffy on both sides, but they shaved to the outside. You think so? Oh my god, St. Patrick's chicken outfits, like a top hat for chickens. tea is so good. So I just did a whole bunch of stitches one way, and I didn't do that many across the hole on this pass. Now I'm gonna go the other way, and then I'll basically do a second round just over the hole. It's just science. Are used to having chickens, and I made them vests. It's really good for the winter, helps keep them warm. Okay, well, if it's safe, I don't know though. It feels like my chickens will die. Like it feels, like maybe they won't, but I feel like there's a high possibility that like at least one of them would die if I did that. Like especially Fern, poor Fern. She honestly can't catch a break. She's the factory farmed white leghorn chicken that we, like I can't say we rescued, we repurposed her. She was from a factory farm. A bunch of people or a farm bought all of the used factory farm chickens and sold them for cheap. We bought 4 of them. One of them is Fern. She is like, oh god, she's just so sweet. She's the stupidest chicken that there is. Like, do you remember the chicken in Moana? That's the chicken that is Fern. Like, it'll die if you don't like assist it in functioning. Like, she somehow gets covered in poop. None of the other chickens do. She got frostbite. None of the other chickens did. Even the other factory farm chickens didn't get frostbite, so I don't know what happened. She will be shivering. None of the other chickens will. I have to like get her attention, or else she'll just like wander alone. You have to like have a colorful thing, and she'll follow any colorful thing. If I wear like bright colored shoes, she'll like follow she's very not bright. She's so sweet, but so stupid. But she lays an egg every single day, and she makes adorable chicken noises, and she's not scared of me. And she repeatedly gets mites and lice, and I have to treat her for it, and then it goes away. Right now she doesn't have any. She's just basically like the runt of our litter, but she's not at the end. She's not low on the pecking order. She's not part of the pecking order. Nobody screws with her. They're just kind of like, oh, that's Fern. Just don't worry about Fern. They don't bully her. Sometimes they'll peck her in the face, but it doesn't seem to be out of malice. It's just kind of like, screw off, Fern. Nobody cares about Fern. I care about Fern. Vicky, I'm Fern. Fern is head empty, no thoughts. No, she's big-brained. Hey, Angelica, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. I'm going to... Oh gosh, you'll have to run fast, Galactic. I think I'm Fern too. Anywho, so I don't even know what I was saying. Fern, Fern is smooth brain. She is smooth brain. It's not her fault. She's a sweet little chicken. Hey, don't forget to like the video, by the way, friends. As you come in, click that like button because it's a bonus stream when you have to run 2.5 miles. I don't know how far that is, but I know that a mile is bigger than a kilometer, isn't it? And I definitely could not run for 2 kilometers. I used to do rowing races, and they were 2 kilometers long, but like that's on water in a boat, moves way quicker than like my feet can. Chicken bonnets for Fern. Just like a body cast. Should just put her in one of those hamster bubbles, honestly. She'd find a way to suffocate. I love her dearly. I really would be really sad if we lost her. She is the most likely for us to lose. Like, she's the most likely for a hawk to get because she's stupid and isn't, like, when something dangerous happens, she's not, like, quick to react. But I would be very sad to lose Fern. I can tell her apart from the other factory farmed chickens because she's different. A straitjacket for Fern. Oh, little sweetie. I don't even clip her wings because, like, she might as well have them. She's not going to use them. Protect. I know she needs protection. I liked the idea of a bonnet for Diane. Diane is like Mother Goose. She should wear a bonnet. It makes sense. It's on brand for Diane to wear a bonnet. Like a little old lady bonnet. So cute. I want a bonnet. I'd probably look cute in a bonnet. She's built different, not like other chickens. Yeah. 4 kilometers. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not a runner. For me, 4 kilometers, I could do a 4 kilometer like hike on my own time frame, but like, I ain't running. It's not what I'm built for. I'm built for sitting and for crocheting and for stuff like that. Green bonnets for St. Patrick's Day? No. I want to do a human thing for St. Patrick's Day. Chicken stuff is so niche. I don't want to do niche on top of seasonal. You know what I mean? Like for chickens, if I do a thing, it would be just chickens. St. Patrick's Day has to be a separate, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I know my words are not saying what I'm saying, but do you know what I'm saying? A human bonnet. Perhaps a human bonnet. A green human bonnet. I mean, I could make a green dress, but not a real green dress. That's cruel. Another reference to If I Had $1 Million, I'd buy your love. Anyone? 24 minutes. Good luck. I don't know if that's possible because I don't know how fast running is, but I hope that you do that. Whatever time is a good time, I hope you get a good time. That's how you know I don't exercise, just based on how I try to sound supportive to someone doing an exercise activity. Well done. Please enjoy. I'm happy to be here. I made it with my flight, visiting family. Oh, good, you made it. How is everything? Let's see. Family time flies so fast. My cat at my friends in the Netherlands is relaxed, having the time of her life. Aw, that's nice. How long do you get to hang out with them for? Also, where did you go again? Remind me. Vicky, a green tapestry, that way mixed fibers is more okay. Yeah, but then I have to have a green tapestry, Vicky. What am I going to do with a bright green tapestry? Just hang a bright green tapestry on the wall? I mean, that came out sounding a little bit accusatory and aggressive. Maybe you would like a bright green tapestry on your wall? I don't know. Hey there, Stephanie. First time subscriber, welcome. Welcome, good afternoon. Good morning, why do I keep saying that? Because we stream normally in the afternoon. I think I'm gonna change it up though, and not change it up. I think I'm gonna add the Friday stream in, because usually Fridays are super laid back for me, like I'm feeling like the least stressed on Fridays, which is awesome because I like gave myself a weekend by doing that. Fridays are like my Saturday. Like I wake up, chill, watch the morning video come out, and then I can stream after without any stress. Like on Monday, I have like stuff to do before the stream, whereas Friday, if I get something done, that's great. If I don't get something done, it doesn't affect my week. Friday is like my Saturday. So I kind of think I want to do streaming on Fridays now so that we can talk right after the new videos come out. As a beignet, either double crochet or half double crochet if you're patient. Oh, as a beginner. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. You've got bright green plants on your wall. It's not different. I feel attacked. What's the ideal stitch for a sweater? Girl, Vicky, you're on top of it. You're right. Well, half double crochet is better. Double crochet is gonna take you less time, but it's not gonna be like a sweater. It'll be like a lighter weight garment. I would say go with half double crochet. It's pretty quick, and the gauge for half double crochet is like more even. Like 5 rows is like 5 stitches, you know what I mean? As opposed to like, if you do double crochet, it'll be like 5 rows is like 10 stitches. I hope that made sense. I don't think it did, but it made sense in my head. I would say half double crochet, Stephanie. Half double crochet is like pretty much always the best stitch to use. It uses more yarn than a single crochet, but it also makes your project go way faster. It's true that double crochet will go faster, but it'll be thinner. So I can do a wool project in green and a cotton project in green, or I can do a green tapestry. I mean, I could do green and then mix in some of my natural dyed sort of like, you know, like muted greens, greenish yellows, greenish browns. I could do that. Columbia, 1 month reached on Monday, missed the live. Well, 1 month, that'll be awesome. Oh, Are mangoes in Colombia? Some tropical fruit is, right? Eat all the fruit that you have available to you. I wish that there was like fresh, warm weather fruit here. But alas, Stephanie, would a seed stitch or a sedge stitch be better? Because I'm so confused and I just finished a sweater with half double crochet, so I'm looking to switch it up. What do you think? A seed stitch would be really pretty. I feel like, doesn't a seed stitch sort of make it look like knit? I think a seed stitch would be a really nice idea. What other stitch would be nice if you've already done a half double crochet one? Honestly, if you haven't done a single crochet one before, it doesn't have to be bright green. Yeah, okay, well if it doesn't have to be bright green, but I also don't know how to weave. I haven't done that. So I need new things, right? In order to make a weavy wall hanging, what do I need to procure? And can I do it like in a couple of days? Stephanie, I like the moss stitch. Ooh, the moss stitch is nice. I have a crochet book nearby with a bunch of stitches for dent stitches. Let me just finish my sock first. Mandela, but I felt this was crazy, so I hung up and called Amazon myself and they said, you did not go to the website, it was a scam. Oh, I didn't see the first part of that. What did I miss about the first part of that? Nope, I don't see. Mandela, you didn't say the first part of that, or I didn't see the first part of that message. Louisa, all the fruits I can. Papayas, dragon fruits, mangoes, guavas, oh god, star fruits, all of them. Is passion fruit there? Because when Alex and I went to the Dominican Republic, I found out that I freaking love passion fruit. It's so good, and we don't have it here. I mean, there are like my mom has a passion flower plant, and it does make the fruit, but it's not the same thing. I'm sorry if that was not okay. No, you just didn't post. I can only see the second part of your message, Mandela. I only see, but I felt this was crazy, so I hung up. I didn't see the first part of that. Granny square wall hanging with crocheted leaves attached. A granny square wall hanging. I did say I want to have more art things, you know? Like, I don't have a lot of art hung on my walls, so I could do a wall hanging. And Luz, hey Luz. Anyway, passion fruit is something that I didn't know I love. It's so tangy and I don't even know. It's so good. If you have never had a passion fruit, I'm sorry. But it's also like papaya. When you eat it here, like in Ontario anyway, if you buy papaya here, like it tastes like garbage. It tastes like awful. It doesn't taste good. Versus when you eat it somewhere where it actually grows, it's like a delicious fruit. I remember thinking I didn't like papaya, and then I got to try a real papaya and I was like, oh, I like papaya. Cool story, Laura. Tell it again. Sorry. I'm weaving and talking and also making fun of myself. It takes time. I mean, our home. We grow passion fruit in our home in Puerto Rico. I want to grow tropical warm fruits. I need to get a greenhouse someday. Passion fruit, like the one with purple skin? No, it has yellow skin. The one that I'm thinking of. It's like yellow skin and you don't eat the outside. You like cut it open and then there's like goo and seeds, but it's so good. The goo is like sour and so tasty. I love food. I don't know if you can tell. It's one of my, those are a few of my favorite things. Anywho, what's the fruit that's like a peach, but a soft peach? A soft peach. I don't know. Do you mean like a nectarine? Like a peach that doesn't have the fuzz on it? That's a nectarine. Or do you mean like it's peach? I don't know what you mean. What are you making? Stephanie, I'm just working on mending a pair of socks because I have like a million pairs of socks that have holes in them, and instead of throwing them out, I'm gonna try and fix them and see if I can extend the life out a little bit. But I'm also practicing mending again for a tutorial so that I can teach a tutorial on sock mending in March. Because Antoinette, one of you guys, my lovely viewers, sent me a darning egg from my Amazon wish list. So I want to use it in a video. And also, I have a lot of socks with holes in them. So I'm just fixing the hole in a sock. I made Brazilian cheese balls, ooh, in my food class. That's awesome. What's a Brazilian cheese ball? I mean, sounds good. Has the word cheese in it, so that tells me something. What's the fruit? Hold on. We call them maracuya. Pretty. Papayas are delicious, but where I am, it's called pawpaw. Are you in the northern hemisphere? No, because pawpaw is something else here, isn't it? I feel like we have... Isn't pawpaw the thing that's like a mango up here? Not specifically where I live. I think I'm in too cold of a zone, but I think somewhere in Canada, isn't it a pawpaw? But I thought that was like a mango or a banana or something. That's awesome. Have you crocheted socks lately? I've actually only crocheted like slippers. I have never crocheted socks because I am like, I don't like, okay. I have this like belief that crochet does not have the same stretch that knit does. So whenever I've had a pair of crocheted socks or slippers or something, I feel like they don't have stretch and they don't feel cozy like an actual pair of socks. So I've only done slippers with crochet, like things that are meant to be worn outside of socks. So there's the first like passover with the sock wool, and now I'll do a second patch, but just over the patch here. So that whole patch. Can you read my message? We grow passion fruit in Puerto Rico in our home. That's what I can see. I'm not exactly sure why they're supposed to look and taste like, but our classes turned into large flat pancakes. Oily cheddar cheese. Pancakes made of cheese? I'm in. Hey Kiana, hey B. Okay, so since there's a couple more people in, I want to go over the idea again. Why does this feel like it's so high tilted? I want to go over the idea again for March. So I don't know if I don't think it's going to be called like how Finish It February. I don't think it's going to be Mend It March. I think it's just going to be March. But I want to do the same style of like organization for myself that I did for February in terms of having like an organized plan for the videos. So I want to do a sock mending video. I'm gonna have the avocado natural dye video. I want to do something for St. Patrick's Day. It doesn't necessarily have to be a St. Patrick's Day themed thing, but I want to have something to come out that week that uses green yarn just so that I can kind of be on trend, on trend, right? Yeah, I know how to talk. So that I can be on trend with my videos. So I have a couple of really cool yarns. I've already said this, I'm just going over it in case anybody has any other ideas that I might like. Don't feel offended if I don't pick your idea. I just want to pick something that I want to do. So even if it's a good idea, if I don't want to do it, I'll just be like, maybe not, maybe another time, you know, I'll say something awkward like that. So for wool, I have off the topic, please. They said it was Amazon, someone, what? That's crazy. Yeah, be careful if you get scammed. Scam calls. I feel like Amazon wouldn't call you. It's just like how the government says, never give your social insurance number out. Ooh, a bottom up with the same stitch. Very airy and loving it. Cool, Luz. I hope you love it, because I love this one. Drake meme. Cheese wheel? Cheese pancake? No, I guess he'd be going that way still. Okay, so I have this bright green. It's like Kelly green. It's thick and thin, like natural spun wool. Sadie dyed this and spun it. And then I have some sock weight, nice grass green. And then I also have this glittery gold, it's like a chain link, and it's made of nylon and polyester and viscose. So that I guess would go more with the cotton stuff, but I was thinking like gold mixed with green, therefore St. Patrick's Day. So one of the ideas, let me draw out what I was thinking, because I was just sketching before the stream started. What I was thinking of as an idea, let me just draw out super, super basic version of it. Basically, I know it's super artistic, but basically making two T-shaped garment, two T-shaped pieces of fabric, and then just sewing them together at the shoulders and at the armpit so that it's like a wide T-shirt, right? But since it'll be made of like drapey fabric, it can like slouch, and the T-shirt sleeves, like, let me just hold on a sec. I just have to draw like a human so I can show you how I imagine it will hang. Also, just don't judge the way I draw people when drawing really quickly, okay? Okay. So, it'll be like off the shoulder. Sorry, I'm trying to draw, but I also just made it look like an alien, so just hold on, okay? That's how it feels for me right now. Comme ça? Does that kind of make sense? Not quite, but sort of? Does that sort of make sort of sense? I mean, like, obviously not exactly like that because I can't draw humans quickly, and that turned out to be like the Slender Man uncomfortable. But the idea, like that sort of an idea, and I thought I could do something like triple crochet, single crochet, back loops only, single crochet, triple crochet, single crochet, back loops only, single crochet, something like that to make like a weird texture thing happen. And then I was like, would I want that in cotton or would I want that in wool? And the answer for me is always I want it in wool. But then I was like, so what can I make in cotton? I don't know. The cotton I have doesn't have any stretch. Love the gold. Yeah, me too. I think it's really pretty, and I think it could be like a really pretty thing, you know? Your quick drawing of a person is better than mine when I take my time. Well, but I'm supposed to be like able to do it, right? Like it's supposed to be part of my job, and I still can't. Like, okay, I have a friend who literally can draw like an anatomically accurate human. Like without, like, you know how I had to do it in pencil and then I did my best to do a black outline? He can straight up just take like a pen and only put the lines on the paper, like no erasing needed. He could just like draw an anatomically well, he makes them tall and skinny, but I mean still like an anatomically sort of accurate human with like an anatomic and pretty face, like a pretty face to do a fashion design. And he does it in like on the first try. So yeah, that's like lemon stitch. It sounds cool. Lemon stitch. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais quoi. I don't know what that is. But anywho, so then I thought that way I could use multiple textures of yarn. But then the idea of a wall hanging is a fun idea. But I don't know. Like a lemon stitch. Let me Google a lemon stitch. Can we also talk about how even my lipstick is today? It's because I used lip liner. Look. Bitch. Feeling good about it. So don't come for me with rude things because I think my lipstick looks number one. A crunch stitch is a single crochet and a slip stitch. Let me see. Lemon stitch. No, I didn't mean a triple crochet and then a single crochet and a slip stitch all in one row. I meant like a row that's a single crochet and then a row of triple crochet and then a row of slip back loops only, like something so that there would be like 3 different stitches going on, because the triple crochet would be like super stretched out. Lemon stitches, double crochet and single in the same stitch. A lemon stitch is double crochet, triple makes it a crunch stitch. So not together as separate rows. I was thinking like to make it like a row of super gappy stitches and then a row of tight stitches, you know, for a different texture. That lemon stitch idea is kind of cute too, though. There's other stitches. I don't know. There's other stitches, Laura. But well done, Laura, setting a new bar for us every day. That's me, classy. Okay, so what I want to do is kind of work a little bit on crocheting. Matches your sweater, lips and sweater. You know that it's actually a red lipstick, and then I blotted off the red lipstick and then I put on one called Raspberry on top by Elizabeth Arden. Okay, so I do want to work a little bit on that garment idea, but I like the idea of an open vest. What shape would I make that? Probably I would start straight. Is orange, is green a lot though? You know, maybe let me check what other yarns I have that I could mix with the green in order to make it like a little less intense. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, so I have some colors. Let me show you the colors I've got. It's not the same brand of yarn or anything, but that hasn't stopped me before. Also, look what I found in the closet today. Okay, well, let me do up my zipper first. I found my skinny jeans, which were a little tighter than when I put them in the closet, but I'm fine with it. She said, sort of lying. I tried on one of my dresses yesterday to try and get shots for this, and I couldn't zip it up. So I haven't washed it, so I can't even blame it on shrinking. It just is, and also I sewed it for myself and it fit perfectly. So I've put on a little warmth around my everywhere section. You keep on saying not to come for you about some of your opinions. Do people do that here? No, it's just when I talk to my sister, she and I speak that way, and then I bring it into here. Like it's like a weird. I don't want to say it's like a joke. It's like my version of a joke. It's not a joke, but it's not a not joke. Do you know what I mean? Is there another word for that? It's like me being funny, but I'm not funny. You know? So I'm like, don't come for me, but really it's like my opinions are not unpopular opinions. Most of them are not crazy. So yes, just don't worry about me. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so for green, what goes with green? Green and gray yellow. Green and brown. Green and brown's kind of nice. That's kind of a nice vibe. Okay, green and a different brown. Also a nice vibe. Green and gray, blue, gray. That's not bad either. We love and respect Laura. Anyone tries or gets the boot. That's my loudest. You should hear Alex snap. He snaps like the snaps you hear in music, like a Billie Eilish song. He can snap like real good. Anyway, sorry. I have a lot of energy today. Can you tell? Okay, I also have this like creamy, that's kind of nice too, creamy beige. And then I have beige, but a bit darker. That's kind of nice. Different brown. Yeah, you like different brown better than brown? I think it's different brown. Yeah, they're different. This one's different than this one. I know they're different because they were dyed at different times. I know they look the same, but they are not the same. Also, hello, Ern. Oh God, I was worried people were being nasty. No, for the most part, no. The only people that, it's not even nasty. The only thing that ever happens, sometimes trolls come in and then they'll just like say weird things and leave. Anyone coming for you? I just want to talk. As if both of those emojis even exist, Vicky. Lol. Green and avocado pink, adding gray. No. I see what you're saying. No, the avocado pink is on hold. The avocado pink is for a separate project. I didn't mean for that to be so blunt, but I can't use the avocado pink for anything else. The avocado pink is sold. Although, hold on, pink and gold? We know we like rose gold. What about avocado pink with like some gold flecks in some part of that sweater? That might be kind of cool. Ooh. Yeah, I think I've already decided that that's what's happening, so I hope that you like it because now it's gonna have gold in it. I forgot that I had this, honestly. Nancy sent this to me forever ago and I forgot it was there. Today when I was looking for more of this green yarn, I found it and I was like, so pretty and shiny. Okay, so what goes with green? We could do, come on, nose. Oh my God, I hold on. In the future, oh my God, I distracted you. But yes, it's okay that you distracted me because, hi, that's who I am. I love either of the beiges or the gray. Okay, we've got beige, beige, gray, and then here's the green. What do you think? What do you see going the best with this green? I feel like the green and the gray is kind of nice, that green blue, but I feel like that doesn't really look like St. Patrick's Day to me. Whereas like if it's just sort of an accent, like the other color, the other yarn can be like an accent. I feel like that has more of a springy vibe. I feel like the gray has not a springy vibe, but it has more of like a wearable, it looks like a summer thunderstorm. Whereas we're going more for like a cool spring morning, you know? I feel like this gives me more like summer storm vibes, but we're going more for St. Patrick's Day, which is more like a cool spring morning. Love the pink and gold now, me too. I feel like even this is a little later in the summer, you know? That's like planting time. This looks more like, to me, that looks more like a springy colorway. What do you think? The green, gray, the green cream like one. You like this? No, you don't like this one. You think gray. Are you sure? I don't know. We also have this gray. Beige would be my choice. Alex, I feel like same. I don't know though. Because the green is also like straight one color. These are all sort of like mottled. I don't know. I really feel like that looks nice. You don't think so? 2 OGs, winter fading into spring, frost into grass. That's what I thought. Whereas I think this looks like a dark cloud. This looks like winter, you know, like branches that are dead and gray. Green and beige. The green and beige like one. Is this green and beige? I don't know what you're saying. Or the green and beige like one. I went back to look at the color combos and I like the gray, the other brown, and the cream. You also marl the colors. That's true. Probably the lightest cream then. Do you guys see what's happening here? I'm asking you and then I completely ignore your suggestions. Who am I? What am I even doing? I'm sorry. I need to get my yarn swift out though so that I can roll this into a ball, because if I just try to do it on nothing, I'll go crazy. So just hold on a sec. I'm not even going to use it properly. I'm just going to put it I'm gonna roll this. Thanks, but respectfully, no. Yeah, pretty much. That's a great idea. Walks away, doesn't do it. Don't you hate that though, when people ask you for help and then you give them the right answer to something like, oh, should I break up with him? And you're like, yes. And then they don't. And you're like, why did you even ask me then? You know? No one else? That's just me? Okay, cool. Is this a good idea? No, still does it. Sorry for being that friend. I had to kill my lungs by playing high notes on my trumpet. Jeez Louise, a trumpet. If you use the green and beige, I think the gold will be nice in there as well. I think the gold would be nice in a lot of spots with the green, because green and gold looks nice. Sometimes it takes me a while to break up with him, okay? Okay, but like, why'd you even ask then if you aren't ready to hear the answer? Also, don't forget to like the video if you haven't, and if you have, thanks. Also, this is the new way that you use a yarn swift. You just unroll it like that. This is the new cool way. In case you didn't know, I just thought I'd let you know. I am really trendy. Can you tell I haven't spoken to anyone except Alex in a week? Because I haven't spoken to anyone except Alex in a week. Because this world is on fire. I say that at least once a week now, also. So what are you all working on this week? What's everybody else doing? I have been crocheting this bolero shrug cardigan. I'm so used to calling it a bolero now. I understand that it's like a shrug. I can't stop looking at my own tummy. Why? What happened? Why did winter do me so dirty? This pandemic did me dirty. Anyway, no, it's just the jeans. They were in the dryer. They weren't. Anyway, what are you all working on this week? Anybody else do anything interesting? Oh, I have something else interesting I want to show you. I found another, I don't know how I keep finding these. I know they're like, I know I have them. I just keep finding them, like rediscovering them. I found another terrarium, like a closed lid terrarium. I started knitting a raglan top-down sweater. Ooh, cool, Rebecca. That's exciting. How long does a raglan top-down knitted sweater take? Like, if you were to just work continuously, I guess that's not how anyone works, though. But, like, could you make one in a week? Like, you know how you can crochet a sweater in, like, a couple of days if you're working on it pretty constantly? Is it the same with a knitted sweater, or does it just take a lot longer? I imagine it takes longer, but, like, I also am not willing to try. Anyway, I found another terrarium. And I opened it up and it had more Alocasia poly. So as you can see, my Alocasia poly plant is not happy. And that's okay because it's gonna put out a whole bunch of new leaves in a couple of weeks when spring comes. So I'm not really concerned about it, but I know that I had a whole bunch of little root pieces from when I separated it initially. I took off all of the like corms, I think they're called. It's not a seed, it's like a runner from the bottom. And I planted them in different terrariums, and they just now, after like a year in these terrariums, have started coming up and putting out leaves for the first time, which is awesome. And I showed you that other one on the last live stream, but I'll show you this one as I wind my ball of yarn. Look, I just took the lid off yesterday, and there's two little leaves, and then look inside, there's a teeny little leaf in there. And then that other plant, the one with the red stems, that's a begonia that's been in there. And then in the back you can see Atratus scantia zebrina. And then right here there's an a Syngonium arrowhead red velvet. And then at the back right there's a peperomia ruby ripple. Isn't that fun? And then moss on the side. But isn't that a fun little pretend ecosystem I've got in there? I love it. But I'm so happy there's more of these baby Alocasia polys. They're just little right now, but I mean, they'll turn into that eventually. Well, these ones won't. The next leaf that comes out will be larger. I thought that was pretty cool. One of the stores near me has bonsai trees. Do you want to know a fun fact I learned this year, or last year I suppose, about bonsai? Bonsai is the art. It's not specifically the tree. You can bonsai anything. So you can have a bonsai juniper, you can have a bonsai apple tree. Like there's these apple trees at, I saw this, there's this YouTube channel called like Heron's Bonsai, and it's this little old man and he's like very adorable, but he showed like a 30-year-old bonsai apple tree and it made apples. Like it would make 4 apples, but the tree itself was only like that high. So cool that it has bonsai trees, but just so you know, bonsai you can do with any tree, any shrub. It's like the maintained miniaturization of any shrub. Yeah, big apples, which is so weird. Like an apple on a cartoonishly small tree. I'm crocheting a sweater. Awesome, Stephanie. Thanks to your advice on the stitch. It's pretty challenging because it's my second one. Well, I hope that it goes well. I really do. And if you are on social media, I'd love to see a photo when you finish because I love sweaters. It takes a bit. The yarn is DK. Okay. Carding a mountain of fleece. I like to imagine that. I hope you're wearing respiratory filtration. That's not good, right? When you're carding a whole bunch of fleece, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to wear a mask. I mean, you probably have a few masks already based on like the world being on fire. I would recommend wearing a mask unless you already are. Or tiny apples. No, Vicky, big apples. I did one last summer. It took me about 40 to 50 hours. Definitely doable in a week. Okay. I've knit a worsted weight one in a little one over a week. Okay. So if I learn to knit actively, I might be able to knit a sweater. My sister sent me this TikTok of a knitting machine that makes like rectangles. And she was like, is this something you need / want? And I was like, are you asking because you're gonna get it for me? Is it for sale somewhere? What do you mean? And she was like, no, I just thought it was really cool, and if you need / want it, it would be a good gift idea. I was like, I don't think she understands how much knitting machines cost, but that was sweet of her. Jeez. So, yeah, knitting machine. This is gonna take me a little while rolling up this ball of yarn, but it's gonna be worth it because then I'll use it. This yarn, I've had all of these hanks for like a long time. I do have to find something to do with this brown though because it's so pretty and I want to do something pretty with it. Something that I'll want to wear. Maybe that'll be a good idea for the pocket shawl. My browns and grays and stuff, that might be a nice idea. Are you on Instagram? Heck yeah, I am, Stephanie. Would I be a real live YouTuber if I wasn't on Instagram? I am at lastminutelaura_official because at lastminutelaura was taken. I actually got messaged by the actual at lastminutelaura, the other like the Instagram at lastminutelaura, saying like, hey, your people keep tagging me in things. And then I was like, can I have the name? And then she was like, no. I was like, well then, I don't know what to tell you because people call me Last Minute Laura online. So, that was not what I meant to do. Oh, I wanted to show you more of my oxalis are blooming. I was feeling the St. Patrick's Day vibes and I wanted to show you how cute these are. Look at this teeny little flower. Look. Oh, come on, camera. You could focus on the flower, not on my face. Maybe if I hide behind the plant. Anyway, you can see that there's a flower there. I can't show you because it wants to focus on my face. Last Minute Laura _official, yes. And then here is another little flower. Look how cute it is. On one of my clones. I have many clones. And then purple! My little purpley pink flower. So cute. Just 1 or 2 at a time. Very nice. I didn't used to care about them. I actually used to cut them off because I was like, it's a waste of energy to make a flower. But now I'm kind of like, it's so small. It doesn't mean any harm. He can stay for a few days. But for real, I used to just cut all the flowers off because I don't like flowers. But I do like flowers. I like my houseplants to be like green plants. I need this to balance, but the mechanism that it holds, sorry, I'm talking about my yarn swift. The mechanism that holds it is in need of repair. maybe in here it'll spin better. We'll see. It's not going to spin, but we'll try. Thank you. I think it's beautiful too. No, that's not going to work. Dang it. Oh well. I need to repair the little thing that holds the yarn swift to the table, but I just haven't, because I haven't had to use this in a while, which has been weird because because I was doing a lot of yarn dyeing. That's probably why. Before, when I was using the Swift all the time. Ugh. Ugh. There. Oh, see, the benefit of this bolero is you can just put it in the middle of your stomach and then you can not have to look at your own lower tummy. Not that that should be a thing that makes you feel any kind of way. Just don't worry about me. Okay, what else can we talk about? What else is going on with you guys? Anything else that I can talk about? Any ideas? I've got a dip. I'll catch you the rest of the stream later tonight. Sounds good, Vicky. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. Oh, hold on. What are you doing there? Yeah, I can't think of a topic because I don't normally stream on Friday, so I didn't actually plan on what we'd talk about. I just figured we'd hang out for a little while I get ready for the next set of videos that I'm going to start recording. I have to record the outro for the avocado natural dye because it's the only part that's not filmed yet. I've already filmed all of the actual video. I just haven't done the showing the final yarn. I love how I've shown it on live stream multiple times, but I haven't shown it in the actual video yet. So you guys get to see behind the scenes, sneak peek shots of all of my naturally dyed yarn. So I'll film that probably, maybe even today I'll film that because it's not going to take very long. It's just going to be me holding the yarn from an overhead shot. So that might be today. And then maybe this weekend I will do the sock mending tutorial. Oh, good job, Galactic. How are you playing an instrument and texting and watching a stream? That seems that seems like it wouldn't work. I can't imagine, like when I used to play piano, can't imagine trying to do any other thing at the same time, especially reading notes. I'm trying to start sewing for myself. What do you recommend as the first project? The first project, sewing for yourself. Well, probably like a boxy tank top. Like one that is like a shift dress, but like a shift tank top. No, that's not true. Tank tops are hard because it's a curved seam. I would say a skirt. A skirt with a zipper would probably be a really good starting point because learning to put in a zipper is really important, and also skirts are usually like a bunch of straight lines, which is nice for practicing. If you want to go not necessarily garment to begin with, I would say start with something really simple like a pillowcase or a tote bag. Tote bag would be a really great one for practice. Exclusive previews. Exclusive previews, what? I don't know what you mean. Oh yeah, of the yarn. Now I understand. Okay, what was I saying? Tote bag is a really good one for practicing seams and understanding like right side and wrong side of fabric. If you're like brand new, I would say do a tote bag. A reversible tote bag, great project. And if you don't want to do an accessory, you want to do a garment, it would be a skirt. I would say skirt for garment, accessory, tote bag, home decor, pillowcase. Those would be like the first 3 things I would put on my list of things for learning to sew. That would be my recommendation. Not that that's right or anything. Anybody else have any other ideas for Luz? When you're starting to sew for yourself, what's a good project to start with? You could do like a boxy shirt that's just sort of like 2 boxes with side seams and shoulder seams. I'm new to sewing too. I've been making a lot of pillowcases and terrible pajama pants. Oh, totally earned. Pajama pants are a great one too. They're great because even if they're terrible, they still work as pajama pants, so they're a good thing to practice. Because then if you screw it up really bad, it's pretty much still pajama pants, you know? As opposed to if you like tried to make something that was supposed to be like a outdoor like people are meant to see it garment, then you'll notice if it's not good. Whereas pajama pants, I feel like they're pretty forgiving. As long as you make them big enough. The only thing that sucks with pajama pants is when you accidentally cut the back the same as you cut the front, and then you end up having no room for your butt in the pajama pants. Because it's like the same cut as what your front would have. At least that's from what I learned from my experience. I had a business, oh, totally. I had a business sewing pajama pants in high school. I sold pajama pants to, I forgot about that. I knew I sewed tote bags, but I remember now I sewed pajama pants for $10 or $5. Maybe it was like small were 10 and large were 5, small were 5, large were 10, something like that. I sold them for, I think maybe I just sold them for $10 around Christmas time. I remember because I had so much flannel or micro fleece. I think your chickens are saying yes to PJs. Goofy. I've done bags, pillows, and little pouches. I mean as a garment. Okay, well I would say pajama pants or a skirt would be a good for starting garments. But if you've already done bags, pillows, and pouches, I mean, there are a lot of dress patterns that are pretty easy sews. I would give it a shot, a dress pattern, if you've already done those other things. If you've done a zipper before, then I would say you're probably good enough to do a dress, like a full, like 13 pattern piece dress. They're not too complex, they're just a lot of little seams, but they tell you how to do it in the instructions when you buy a pattern. But pajama pants or a skirt would be good for beginner stuff. Hold on. Nope, I'm up to date on everything. So, I think that would be my suggestion. Oh, I love these plants. They're like better than people a lot of the time. They're only mad at me if I don't give them water. So much easier than people. People have so many more emotions than plants. Plants have like 5 emotions. Anyway. Woo. We're also going to be getting together tomorrow, by the way, from 1 p.m. to 5. I'm going to be back here hanging out. I'll have more topics prepared for us to talk about because I like having ideas that we can chat about. But I do want to continue the discussion on the St. Patrick's Day idea because I might get started today on something, but I also just might wrap this ball of yarn and then be like, I'm done now. Sometimes I do that, so. It's Friday, which is great because it's Alex's weekend too. So today I think that we might go, where did I want to go? I thought I wanted to go out for some reason. Now I don't remember. I feel like there's something I have to go out to do. My first sewing project was a Pikachu outfit for my kid. It was not a good beginner project. Yeah, no, that was not a good beginner project. Hey V! No more snow, but a lot of rain. Oh yeah, here we've got a lot of sunshiny, beautiful weather right now. It's cold, but it's sunny. The chickens are very happy. I let them out really early this morning. Alex lets them out of the coop in the morning, but I release them from the run so they can go wherever they want in the backyard. And I have been feeding them the last 2 days over by our back porch. Which is a total mess, and I would never advise doing that, but our back porch gets a huge amount of sunlight in the morning, so I wanted to feed them over there so that they could come and stand on the porch and just sun, and they have been, so it's been working to what I want it to do. Obviously, I can't do that in the summer, and I wouldn't because it's already warm, but since it's cold out, I want them to be able to get as much sun as they want, and since they're not very bright, if I don't put the food in the sunny area, they'll just stay in the dark, cold area until the sun hits their chicken run. So I feed them right near our back porch, which again, there's chicken poop everywhere. It's disgusting and a horrible mess, but it's winter, so we are not using the backyard for anything right now, so it's okay. But it's so funny because if you go and look at the back door right now, there's like 15 chickens sitting on our back porch just facing the sun like a bunch of meerkats. It's so cute. Well, thank you, V. Do you like my new cropped cardigan? Because it's done. The video's done. I'm happy. But yes, our back porch is very cute. Full of chickens right now. Full of chicken poop, unfortunately, but I'll just rinse that off. If the rain comes and doesn't rinse it off, then I can rinse it off with the hose. But until then, it's very fun to go look at our back porch and have it just full of chickens for most of the day. Plus, then you can hear them talking all day. Like when they're in the chicken run, you can only hear Baby the rooster when he crows. But when they're standing at the back door, they opened the door yesterday. I don't know how, but our back door doesn't just open on its own. Like it's like pretty, like it has a good handle, and it just opened yesterday. And all the chickens were like leaning in. And Alex was like, "Did you leave the door open?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." But anyway, what was I trying to say? The chickens sunning themselves, they love it. I can hear them chattering, that's what it is. When they're right up against the window, they just chatter all day, you know, clucking like hens, as it were. And it's adorable because you can hear it all day. I don't know, I like the sounds of chickens. When I had chickens, I fed them oats, sunflower seeds, and corn for the winter and their chicken feed. So I don't add oats. Well, I guess I do add oats. I add scratch feed into their feed, which has oats and corn and wheat berries and one other thing. It's got like wheat or like straw. No, it's got like another seed in it. It's got cracked corn, wheat berries, oats, and something else that's still in its husk. So I add half a scoop. We have a 4-cup or a 2-cup measuring cup. I think it's 4 cups. 8 cups? It's 8 cups because I only have to do 2 feed. So I do 2 scoops of feed because that gives me, it's 4 cups in the measuring cup because I do 2 scoops of feed, which is 8 cups of feed, which feeds 16 hens because it's half a cup per bird. So I do that, 2 scoops of that a day, plus 1 scoop of scratch feed, plus 1 scoop of corn on cold days, which is pretty much every day, and then I do a scoop of sunflower seeds, and I mix all that together. And then whatever food garbage we have from the previous day, like if I shredded carrots, like this morning they had bok choy and green beans and onions and banana and what else? Oh, and whatever juice was left in the pan from our stir fry last night. I just mixed all that together and they love it. So sometimes you'll have sunflower all over the yard. Oh yeah, totally, from them eating the sunflower seeds, missing a few of them. Yeah, I give the wild bird sunflowers pretty much every day because they pretty much eat all of them every day. We have a lot of wild birds, but we also have a few wild birds that like just live at our bird feeder basically. Like we have a family of blue jays that just eats there all day. We have a pair of woodpeckers that pretty much stays all day, and then the chickadees and the little finches and stuff, they come back and forth all day. And so I've been pretty much adding sunflowers to them every day, and I do a suet like brick once a week because they eat it within a week. Which to me seems like a lot. Like I don't feel like 1 suet a week. Does that seem like a lot to you? The sunflowers will grow. Well, good. I'm okay with that. They won't grow very much though because Alex mows our yard. But yeah, I'm cool with that. I'd be really happy if we could get sunflowers to grow like on purpose. My plan mostly for flowers this year is yellow. I want to get as many yellow flowers in as I can because I'm going to be having a lot of marigolds, so I want something that'll look nice with the marigolds, and I was thinking some daisies. There will be wildflowers like goldenrod and buttercups, but also I'm going to have a lot of marigolds in my garden. I also have to figure out if potato plants are poisonous to chickens. I didn't know if they were last year. I didn't know that was a possibility, so I just planted potatoes in a planter, and the chickens never even looked at it, which is great. But my mom, when I said I'm going to do that again this year, she said, "Oh, well, check if they're poisonous because they might be poisonous." And I didn't even think of that, so I have to check if they're poison for chickens because I don't want to poison my chickens by having a plant they can't eat. I'm going to plant so much kale. I'm going to put kale in my vegetable gardens. I'm going to put kale in the flower garden. I'm going to put kale in like our front garden because we have like shrubs as our front garden. There's not like, our front garden has like pine shrubbery. I don't know what type of shrub it is, but it's like pine-ish. Like there's a low to the ground pine one, we've got boxwood hedge, and we've got a butterfly bush all in our front garden. But we don't have a lot of like flowers. There's tulips in the spring, but after that it's mostly just those shrubs. And then there's like carpet flowers, like Snow in July, is that what it's called? Snow in July, July's snowstorm, something like that. It's like a carpet of white flowers. We have a carpet of white ones and a carpet of purple. Oh, bye V, have a good rest of your day. But what I thought of doing in that garden, because we don't use it and they're whatever, is putting a bunch of kale, because then the chickens will have more kale. How is Thunder? Jessica, Thunder's doing great. He is, he's missing CJ, and he's spending more time with Peekaboo than he was before. He's choosing to sleep near her as opposed to hanging out with me. Like right now he's with me, right here. But sometimes I'll look back to say hi to him and he's not there, and then I'll go into the bedroom and he's sleeping in the dog bed right next to Peekaboo. Like I offered one of Thunder's dog beds to Peekaboo and put it under the bed so that she can like have somewhere cozy as opposed to just lying on the hard floor, which she chooses to do, which is fine. But I wanted her to have the option of a soft place that's still safe. And I'll find Thunder in that bed and she'll be leaning against the bed but on the hard floor, and it's really sweet. So he's doing good. He's just, he definitely is missing Thunder, and I can tell, he's missing CJ, sorry. And I can tell more now because he's, like, I'll see him like try and get comfortable a whole bunch of times, and then he'll just leave to go sleep in that other bed. It's like, I can't get cozy. Me and my buddy aren't here. So it's, he's good though. He's eating just fine. We bought a whole bunch of different kinds of food. The last time I went grocery shopping, I picked up like 3 new kinds of dog food because we ran out of the kind that he had. And when we were dealing, I know my chickens would kill mice. Oh gosh, my chickens have killed mice. They've eaten mice babies. I lifted a pallet once and there was like a nest of mice underneath. They ate the mother and all of the babies. I didn't have time to even get in there because I was holding the pallet up. I was lifting up rocks and pallets for the chickens to eat the worms that would be underneath, because every time you'd lift up a pallet there'd be like a whole bunch of earthworms. Anyway, under one of the pallets there was a family of mice, and I didn't even have time to because the chickens immediately went under the pallet, so I couldn't put the pallet down because now there's chickens under it, but they're eating the family of mice. So yeah, they ate a family of mice. And they've eaten, like they've chased down a mouse. They also ate a wild bird. They ate a sparrow, which was crazy. They're vicious little dinosaurs, aren't they? But I love them. It's pretty cool that they can eat mice, because on a farm, those are pests. I wish they would kill the rat that lives underneath. Hey Laura, awesome live, gotta go now. Nice to meet you and thanks for the tutorials. Thanks for coming, Stephanie. Thanks for joining, and I hope you subscribe. But thanks for coming to the live. And check back on Friday for another tutorial. I didn't know they did that, eating mice. Isn't it weird, Luz? I know, it's because they're legitimately dinosaurs. Like once you have chickens and you watch them for a little while, like you hear the noise they make, and the longer you listen to it, the more you're like aware. They are dinosaurs. Like sure, they're dinosaurs like now, but like they're still dinosaurs. They're present dinosaurs. So yes, they've got wings and they fly a little bit, but they're for sure real. They're like predator animals. They're stupid as all heck, but you can see when you get to watch them for a little while that they could have been not stupid. You know what I mean? Like think of if a chicken was like 1,000 pounds instead of a pound and 2 pounds. I don't know how big my chickens are. 3 pounds, 4 pounds. Instead of it being like 4 pounds, if it was 4,000 or 400 pounds, I don't know how big actual dinosaurs, like a large dinosaur is weight wise. But imagine if a chicken was 100 times the size. It would be terrifying, and it would be a scary predator because they do hunt stuff. And they're fast and they're very precise. Like when you put a pile of seeds out, in like a minute, they can take out all of the sunflower seeds with barely disturbing the rest of the seeds. They like accurately can pick out seeds, which is crazy. Like they can see from a foot away and then dive down with their beak and get just the one they want. I don't know. I didn't think they would be that precise. snakes and ticks. They'll go for snakes too. I know they'll go for ticks because they'll eat any bugs. They love bugs. They love worms. My chickens, anyway, love centipedes, like, so much. They don't love those potato bugs, you know, the pill bugs. They'll eat them, but they don't like, they'll eat them like half-heartedly. Like, they won't chase after it if it runs away. Whereas a centipede, they will hunt it to the ends of the earth for a centipede. I have this imagination of centipedes like scorpions, like as if they're spicy, you know what I mean? Because they're like, I don't know. I just feel like if I were to eat a centipede, I would assume it was going to be spicy. So I wonder if they like it because it's got like a different flavor, you know? Don't you think a centipede would taste different than like an earthworm? I feel like it would be spicier than an earthworm. Like an earthworm would be like entry-level bug, you know? In terms of spice level. I don't know if they even have spice in them, but I feel like they would. So that's that. Chewy. Ew. The chickens don't really chew it. They smack it on the ground if it's big enough that it doesn't die instantly, and if it is big enough that it dies instantly, they just eat it. Ew, like a Turkish delight. Yeah, that's what an earthworm would be, like a Turkish delight. And then a centipede would be like, what's something crunchy on, ooh, like one of those old lady candies that's like in the porcelain thing on the mantle or on the piano. Is it too specific? The candies that are like hard on the outside, but there's like that soft, like not creamy, it's like clear, but it's like a gusher center, you know? That would be what a centipede would be like, but like a cinnamon flavored one. Maybe those hearts, those candy hearts would be what a centipede would be like. Crunchy. Yum. Sorry if that's super gross. Did anyone ever have that song about worms when they were little? How does it go? Nobody loves me, everybody hates me. I'm going to the garden to eat worms. Yum, yum. Long, slim, slimy ones, short, fat, juicy ones, itsy bitsy fuzzy wuzzy worms. No? Anyone? I know that was a song I used to sing when I was little. I don't know, like, why. I feel like it was in the context of pouting. You know? Like if you were pouty and just being like, I don't know, what's the child word for bitchy? When you were being pouty? Pouty works, right? It would be like a song that would be sung around you as like a stop being pouty. They say in the future, protein might be coming from insects. I went vegan a long time ago. I wouldn't be surprised, Luz, because they are a huge amount of like bioavailability or whatever. Like they're around and there's a million of them and there's a million different kinds and I don't know, yeah, totally. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like if you process it enough that I can't tell it's from an insect, I don't care. Like a vegan patty, you know, like a like a mushroom vegan patty for a hamburger. If it's delicious, I'll eat it. Same thing if it's an insect one. If I can't tell that there's insects in it, like I don't want cricket heads, I don't want to see any of that. If it's ground beef and it looks and tastes like a ground meat, fine. For me, if it has any resemblance to an insect, I'm not going to be interested. Like I know you can buy those mealworms and crickets that are like spiced or whatever. For me, it would have to be something where they like grind it up and extrude it like a cheesy, or what are they called for Americans? Cheetos? We have cheesies in Canada. Cheetos? I guess we have Cheetos too, probably. Hi Laura, I love your sweaters that you are creating. Thank you. I'm making a sweater from you and all the pieces are done. Should I wash them first and then crochet together or the other way around? Can you please help? So if you crochet them first together, you'll be fine. If you wash them first, you'll be fine. The only thing is, if you wash them first, it'll be easier to put them together because all the lines will be straight. So I like to, like sometimes I like to wash them first, but sometimes I don't. Like for this one I didn't because it doesn't really matter that it's not a stiff garment. It's really, if your pieces are pretty straight, I don't think you have to wash them first. What I would recommend though, if you're not gonna wash them first, if you have an iron, turn it onto like the setting for wool and add a whole bunch of water to your iron and then steam the piece so that it's flat. That way you're working with something flat and straight. As long as you're working with something that isn't super warped, like if you changed your gauge over and over again and then your garment is like all wobbly, then I would say maybe wash it first. But if it's pretty straight and not too bad, you know, in terms of the like shapes of the pieces, then I don't think you need to wash it first. My dad sings that still. Really? Hi Laura, oh, got that one. You can get 3 different kinds of flavors of crickets and ants that you could eat. Again, if they could extrude them through a press that makes them look like a cracker, like a Cheez-It or a cheesy, or even make it like a Dorito, like grind it up and form it into a triangle, and then I'll eat it. I just don't want to look at insects. The closest I can go to eating insects is crabs and lobster, because they are water bugs, but they're delicious and they're large. Small bugs, I don't like them. Over 20 years ago, I went to a Nigerian wedding and they served deep fried insects. Not sure what they were, and they were crunchy and salty. I'm sure they were great. If they could have ground them up, formed them into a ball that didn't look like an insect, and then fried them, I would have eaten them happily. Like, I'll eat anything to be polite. If I'm somewhere and somebody serves me food, I can eat it. Like, I'll eat a scorpion if that is what everyone's eating. But to make it the common food for me, like for me to actually make it at home, it has to not look like a bug. I would eat it if it was in the form of Brazilian cheese balls. Just add it. Just add some crickets to the pancake. Tasty, oily pancake. Oh, sorry, I heard I thought it was a hawk, but it's not a hawk. Do you hear our rooster? And that's not what I thought was a hawk. I heard a separate sound that was a blue jay. Sorry, I should clarify. I didn't think that rooster sound was a hawk. This is a long ball of yarn right now. This is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. I guess it's good that I do it now though, because better now than never, right? I think this could be a cool garment. Now I want to work with that brown yarn though. I'm feeling, what should we make with that brown one? Do you think that should be the pocket shawl? I feel like brown and gray is like warm and cozy, you know? What's your vibe though? I like a pocket shawl. I like the idea. Are you bringing me another cup of tea? Mm-hmm. Do you love me or something? Mm-hmm. Happy Friday. I love you. Love you. Alex just brought me another cup of tea. I was on a meeting, by the way. Okay, good luck. Not till 1, right? Huh? Not till 1? No. But it's lunch. I don't know. All right, well. Oh, that's what I heard. Alex has a meeting. It's already happening. He went into our other office. This afternoon I made 2 balls with 800 meters hack. I made 2 balls with 800 meters. Oh gosh, I understand now. Yeah, these ones are only 400. Have you heard of the waffles that you can make out of shredded cheese? What would you use that for? I hear Peekaboo meowing too. What would you... Meow! Alex kicked her out. And now she's... Meow! Do you hear her? Meow! Peekaboo! That's not Peekaboo. Meow! Meow! Waffles made of cheese. What would you use that for? To serve something on top of? To use as a taco shell? What? So Peekaboo must not be pregnant, by the way. To walk 800 meters. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Peekaboo must not be pregnant, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I guess it's good, because that means she doesn't have to have any more kittens. But at the same time, this cat has a very round belly. It made me feel crazy. I'm trying to just be cool with the fact that she's not pregnant, even though this cat is round, and I've been convinced she was pregnant for like months now. She's obviously not, so vet appointment. She'll get 2 different vet appointments, one for shots and one for her spay. I thought they could do it all at once, but apparently it's 2 separate things for them. And I was like, can't you just like give her the shot at the same time that she's already out? But I guess because they have to put her under for under anesthesia to get spayed, they're not going to do the needles at the same time. So 2 separate appointments for Peekaboo, and I don't think we're going to be keeping her, which is heartbreaking because I've already fallen in love with her, and I know Alex has too, but he's allergic to her, and he's pretty allergic to her. Like, I wanted to like be like, maybe if I keep the house clean enough and vacuum enough, but he's sneezing every day and his eyes are running every day, and he's just kind of like, he's being really good about it, and he's like, if you want to keep her, we can keep her. Maybe we can have her as like an indoor-outdoor cat. Like in the summer she's outside, in the winter she's inside. And I was like, I don't really want to have an indoor-outdoor cat. You know, that sort of makes me nervous because we live in an area with like coyotes and foxes, and I wouldn't want to like end up with a dead cat, you know? Thanks so much for your help. Rosalie, thank you for coming. So yeah, I think that she'll, well, I know she'll be happy at my parents', and I know my parents will love her and enjoy her. But I also, I don't want to make the plans to not have her here, because I think that's also part of why I was able to handle CJ's passing a lot more easily. I had another cat that I had to take care of, have another cat that I have to take care of, and I feel like if she does go to my parents, there will be a whole other mourning process where I'm like have to go through CJ's passing again, because now I don't have any other cat to take care of, so I have to just deal with my feelings. So yeah, that won't be for any time soon though, because she can't get spayed. I booked her in, but the appointment, I don't think it's even in March. I think it's in April, because when I had originally booked it, they put it back and put it back and put it back, and then I got dropped off the list because they didn't recall because I forgot to. So I thought I had something in March. I thought I had something in March, but it's not in March. Now it's in April. So, so that's fine. So she'll stay with us until after she's healed from her spay. So probably she'll stay with us until May. And then when it's gonna be, I'm trying to say like maybe Alex's allergies will get better. If they don't get better sometime in May, she'll probably be going to my parents' house. Sorry about the kittens, was looking forward to seeing them. Same, Luz, and also made me feel crazy because I was so convinced they were there. Now I have to go get ready. Have a good rest of your day, Galactic. Thanks for coming. Alex, I have a cake winder that I love. It makes winding so much faster, and I like the cakes better than balls of yarn. I have one. I have a really good one. I don't remember where I put it. I don't have very many places where it could be, but I do have one, Alex, and I do like it. At this current moment, I do not know where it is. And yes, the cakes are great and they're fast, and I love the center pull. I don't know why lately I've been really liking balls of yarn. I think it's because I've been using Nancy's yarn up. Nancy sent me a whole bunch of yarn last Christmas, and she wound all of it into beautiful spherical tight balls of yarn, and I've been really enjoying working with them. So I've been winding my balls of yarn as a ball instead of as a center pull yarn cake, but I do love the center pull yarn cake. The other thing that I like about winding a ball though is that when I'm trying to divide my yarn by 2, if I'm not weighing it, what I end up doing is I wind the whole thing into a ball of yarn, and then I start taking off of that other ball of yarn and winding a second ball, and then when the balls are the same size, I cut the yarn. So like if I need to have two balls of the same color, which is what I'll be doing for this, that's how I would go about doing that. And I like how the ball looks. I don't know why, I know how functional a center pull cake is, but I've been really enjoying working with the balls of yarn. Nancy wound them all so tight, and they like sit so perfectly in my yarn bowl. I don't know. You know? Oh geez. I'm sorry, Galactic, that's awful. Well, I hope that, I hope their family is okay. That's awful, I'm sorry. I don't really know how to, sorry for your loss. Anyway, what is it, Peekaboo? Peekaboo. I don't think she knows that's her name yet, by the way. She meows. I call her Peekaboo all the time, but I don't think she really knows it's what I'm, like, I think she just doesn't know yet, which is fine, again. Meow. Also, my dad met her, and he was like, wow, she's so beautiful. I was like, I know, she's a pretty cat. But I'm glad that he likes what she looks like. I hope that the cat will get along with my mom, because the cat that they have now, Scout, the kitten we got my parents for my dad's birthday in the summer last year, we got them a kitten, and his name is Scout, and my dad, like, claimed him, like, not literally, but like the cat is my dad's cat, and the cat loves my dad. Like, the cat picked my dad as his human, which is fine, but I kind of want my mommy to have a cat, you know? I want her to have a cat that's like her cat. Plus, they want another barn cat. Like, they specifically, when I said like, oh, we might be having kittens originally, they were like, we want one. And then I was like, okay, and they were like, oh, we just don't want to have to go through the whole keeping them inside for a while and then like having to deal with, not litter training, but kitten time. They were like, honestly. And then back then I was like, well, what if you keep the mom and we keep a kitten? And they were like, that's not a bad idea. And then we just didn't talk about it for a while. So I know that they are down because they won't have to deal with anything with Peekaboo. We're gonna already have her spayed and get all that done for them. All they're gonna have to do is like care for her. And she was an outside cat here, so I know that she'll thrive there. She's not gonna be an outside cat. She'll sleep inside a heated electric barn. Like, she's not gonna be like a fully outdoor animal, but she'll be able to wander around the farm and eat mice and play with the dog and play with the other cat. And she's really friendly with Thunder, so I feel like she'll get along well enough with my parents' dog. I mean, like, my parents' dog's a bit of an idiot, so he'll just have to, like, she won't run away from him. I know that because of how she acts with Thunder. Maybe she'll run away from him because he's big, but anyway, I feel good about if Peekaboo can't stay with us, that's okay, because I have a good home for her. But in a perfect world, Alex's allergies would just go away. And that would be great. But what can we do? Almost done this ball of yarn. Oops. Took my microphone off of the equipment table. So my plans for the rest of the day are probably just going to be sitting here and crocheting. And then I'll go outside and play with Thunder because it's warm enough for him to go outside, even though he doesn't want to. And then I'll go outside and hang out with the chickens. For probably the most of the afternoon, I'll be outside with the chickens because it's really nice out. And I like hanging out with them. I know so many cats and dogs who get along. So where does the expression like cats and dogs come from? I don't even know. Honestly, Luz, I don't know. Because, I mean, I know my childhood cat, she didn't like the dogs, but that's because our dogs were big barkers, and this cat was like a feral cat that ended up, she wasn't an indoor cat by the time by the time she died, she lived inside, but for the majority of her life, she like would come inside when it was cold, you know? Like, it was okay, we lived on a dead-end street, she never got hurt, she was spayed and she got her shots every year, but she wasn't like friendly. She was friendly to my dad. But that was like my experience. She didn't like dogs, she didn't like, what? She didn't like people very much. But yeah, as a grown-up, I've never had a cat who, like CJ, loved dogs. Very interested, curious. Peekaboo doesn't seem to have a fear of dogs. Scout, my parents' cat, no fear of dogs. He fights with the poodle, like play fights, but I mean like they do a wrestling thing, and he lets the dog chase him up a tree, and then he'll sit in the tree and they'll be like fighting. But like they're both having fun. Like his tail is all puffed up and he's like into it. And if the dog starts walking away, the cat will jump down the tree and chase the dog. So yeah, same. I don't know where that expression, I guess in some worlds it works, but it's true. In my world, cats have been pretty fine with dogs. Except Willie. Princess Willie, my childhood cat. So close to being done this ball of yarn. Do you guys want to see Peekaboo? Because she's meowing to try and get into the other office. Because Alex, it's her room, but Alex went in there to do his meeting so that he wouldn't be loud on, like, in his office, because his office is like open air to my office, so we can hear each other. So he went to go be private, but he kicked her out because she meows, and now she's like angry that he won't let her in. So I can go grab her and show her to you, because she's a sweet lady. Well, she's not that sweet, but I like her a lot. All right, ball of yarn is now wound. That took a little while, huh? That's a pretty big ball of yarn. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab Pika. Pika, Pika. Mama. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There. Hi. Hi, miss. Hi. Here's my little shy kitty. Oh, mama. Where are you going? Pikachu. Hmm? Watch, look. Let go of that. And then I'll go like this. There. And then you just stick your head out of here. See? Ooh, there. Bada bing, bada boom. And we got a nice little Pika. Here's Peekaboo. She's a little more chilled out. Like, she's not happy here, but she's not unhappy. Well, I rolled up my ball of yarn. I think I'm gonna go. I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna just, maybe I'll make some lunch. She is very pretty, isn't she? I know, these yellow eyes. Hey, Grumpy. Hey? You grumpy girl? Anywho, I think I'm gonna go. You wanna go too? She wants to go. I'll let you go. Let me just get my... Oh, it's on the floor, my mouse. Okay, hold on, ready? Be free! Anywho, I think I'm gonna run. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'll be here from 1 p.m. till 5. So have a good rest of your day. I love you guys. Thanks for watching the video that just came out before this. If you haven't seen it yet, I put out a new tutorial for the cardigan I'm wearing now, so check it out. And we're home today. I wanted to stop in, say hello. We love you. Oh, love you too, Jules. Miss you. And you can FaceTime me whenever today because I'm home. Wait, are you teaching? Like, are you online teaching or are you home? Can I call you? Or are you busy? Anyway, to the rest of you, not my little sister. Well, also, I love my little sister. I love you too, Jules. But I mean, I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Check out the video I put out earlier. Thank you to my patrons. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!